We have many fights being made, and I'm just going to give a quick prediction on who I think will win those. We have other announcements that have been made by the UFC. I'm just going to go over a couple quick rumors that I heard and one thing that happened on Twitter or whatever. Khamzat Chimaev calls out Colby Covington after he said he was moving to 185, so we don't know what Khamzat Chimaev is going to do. If they make that Colby Covington fight, it should be really good. I think it could probably stand on its own card, maybe a fight night card if they want to put a lot of stuff on it, or a pay-per-view card. Maybe, actually, I don't know when they would do it, but a pay-per-view card and then just load it up with a bunch of good fights. I don't know what they would do with that matchup. And then basically the fight night for Dern versus Yao Nan is being shut down. Not shut down, but no one's allowed in it except for Mark Zuckerberg or whatever. So that's basically all that we got for those announcements there. And then just for fight announcements, we have Arman Tsarukyan versus Damir Ismagulov on the Cannonier versus Strickland card. This fight is a really good matchup. I like Arman's chances in this fight. I don't know. This is a really, really good matchup. Really fun matchup. Some really good grappling going to be shown here. I just think Arman will probably be a little bit better on the feet here. But that's what I got. Arman Tsarukyan. Tapology is saying 64% Tsarukyan and 36% Ismagulov. So it's relatively close, but I'm still going to side with Tsarukyan here for this matchup. Next fight that we have announced is Nasser Dina Mava versus Kelvin Gastelum. I really like this fight too. It is super interesting. Nasser Dina Mava is finally getting 5 rounds here. Kelvin Gastelum obviously has been in 5-round fights before. But this one's super interesting. I believe it is the first card that we get back from the December break or whatever the UFC does around there. They take about a couple weeks, a month off for December. So for this matchup, I actually think it is super close, in all honesty. Like, Kelvin Gastelum's getting up there in 80. Oh, no, he's still 31 years old, actually. He's still relatively young, actually, now that I think about it. But I think Nasser Dina Mava is the young guy here. I'm not too great on his cardio, though. That's the thing that really worries me about this fight. In a 5-round fight, that the cardio won't be there for Imavov, and Gastelum might be able to pull away with it. If I'm giving a quick little prediction here, I think Imavov probably wins the first couple rounds. If he can take that 3rd round and then just survive the last 2, I think he'll be able to win it. But this is a very tough fight for him, very tough test against Kelvin Gastelum. I don't know if he's going to be able to take him down. I'm not quite sure. I think Joaquin Buckley in his last fight did relatively well with the takedown defense. So I think I'm going to go Imavov winning the first 3 rounds, but I can definitely see Gastelum winning this fight also. So it's super close, a really good matchup. The next fight that was announced was Brad Tavares versus Gregory Rodrigues on that UFC 283 fight card in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. This fight should be really fun. Also, Brad Tavares has a really good chin. And obviously, Gregory Rodrigues has some heavy hands. I think Brad Tavares will be able to stuff the takedowns here if Gregory Rodrigues wants to take it down. So I think this one will just stay on the feet. I don't know. This fight, Tavares has some good power in his hands. Gregory Rodrigues has some crazy power in his hands. But Brad Tavares also has a good chin too, a really good chin. Took a lot of damage in his last fight, but I think he'll probably be recovered by then. Well, I don't know what that damage would do to his chin, but Gregory Rodrigues obviously had that big cut. If Tavares is able to open that up, he could probably win the fight there. But I don't know. This is a super close fight. I don't know who to pick here. I think I'll probably move Rodrigues, or not move Rodrigues, but I'll probably pick Rodrigues for now. Rodrigues has some super heavy hands. I think he'll probably be able to win the fight that way. I just don't know if he's going to be able to KO Tavares. He probably could, but Tavares is super tough, so I'm not 100% sure there. But I will take Rodrigues by decision, but honestly, that power in his hands might end it early. Maybe like a standing TKO or something. But yeah, I'm going to go with Rodrigues in this fight. The next fight that was announced this morning. We have Bo Nickal versus Jamie Pickett for UFC 282. I love this a lot for Bo Nickal. Entering in, gets a really solid competitor in Jamie Pickett. I believe Jamie Pickett just lost Dennis Tualulian. I can never say his name. But I'm trying to pull up what his record is real quick. But yeah, I like this matchup for Bo Nickal. He obviously has that super good grappling, and I think his name's not Brad Pickett. I think he'll be able to out grapple Jamie Pickett here. He'll probably just ragdoll him and end it early, in all honesty. Pickett is super tough, pretty solid on the feet. But I don't know, I just like, yeah, right here. Lost to Kyle Dawkins, lost to Dennis Tulin. And what, 279. So this is like, I wouldn't say it's a quick turnaround, but he has a few months to recover from his last fight. Yeah, I'm going to go Bo Nickal here. I think this one will end early too. I think it won't be in a minute, but who knows? I kind of want to see him get punched in this fight, see how he takes it. Pickett does have some decent hands. So I want to see him punch and then obviously just hit once and then just take him down and then just grapple the shit out of him. I think he'll be able to submit Jamie Pickett in the first round. So yeah, that's what I have for those fights. I really like this matchup for Bo Nickal. I saw people in the comments like, oh, he's fighting some guy that lost 2 fights, is going off on a 2-fight losing streak. It's like, I don't know what the hell did you think he's going to fight like Paulo Costa immediately coming in? Like, the dude's 26 years old. He's got to develop still. I don't know if they want to rush him too fast yet. But again, this is a good fight for him to go into. I don't know exactly what rank Jamie Pickett is. I'm on Tapology now. Okay, he's number 71 according to Tapology, but that's the worldwide ranking. So I don't know what ranking he is in the UFC. But this is a good fight for Bo Nickal, especially getting his feet right into the UFC. Fight a really good competitor. Again, I really like this matchup. And I think a lot of these matchups, especially on this video, I'm going to be breaking down further more in the coming weeks because I think these fights are really interesting. I think maybe I can go a little bit more detail in these fights when breaking them down. And I think a lot of people will watch them because we got a lot of big names here, especially Tsarukyan, Ismagulov. They got a good fan base there that'll watch. I'll be looking for that. And there's like a niche MMA community that likes a lot of that grappling. I think high level grappling, not boring, lay on you grappling, but high level grappling. Bo Nickal obviously has a big name. Imavov, Gastelum, 5-round fight night. I'm gonna probably predict that at some point. And then I don't know what else. What other fight was on here? I'm trying to remember what it was. But yeah, those were all the fights that were made. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think we have the fight night card this weekend on Saturday, and I'll be recapping that fight night card because I already had my predictions out. Sunday, I don't know what I'm gonna do actually because we have another 2-week break. Wonderful. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.